Right, there we are. Good morning, everyone. Hello, and thank you for coming by one of my streams today. I say one because there will be two. One now and another one tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So, if you're not here for this one, you probably won't hear me say this, but maybe you'll be here for the next one. Hello, Diego. Who else is here? Bullet and Jane. What's up? How goes it? So, this morning we are back in the Let's Play server. We're going to start working on the third Let's Play. But first, before I do that, I need to make a little space for myself. Kind of like a command or control room, a place where I can keep items for Let's Plays, because they are starting to build up. I need that players should not have access to. It does not need to be huge, but it does need to exist. I don't need a portal to it or anything of that nature. I basically just want to have a place where I can set a waypoint. So I'm going to build it, I think, underneath the pyramid. The pyramid's very low, and the room won't be very visible. And I think it will be, it shouldn't take very long. This is going to be a small thing. Then we're going to work on Let's Play number 3. And I'm still, even now, last minute, kind of figuring out exactly which one I want to do. One of the Let's Plays I'd considered doing won't work. I tested something real quick this morning, and it just would not work. So that sadly negates one of the Let's Plays I was going to build. Cleaning this up here since you this doesn't need to be here. This is just the original frame. Oof, cobblestone. Blah, 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 blah. Hopefully you all had a good evening or day, depending on where you live. Time zones, man. Throw me off. Never really had to worry so much about time zones until I started streaming. Boy, they're important now. Alright, so there's my elevator block. Takes me into, that's the very center. Build it just to the side of center. Let's see. Maybe make it around bedrock. Let's see. If I'm going to use bedrock or not. First I thought I'd use bedrock so no one else could get into it. But this is not meant to be a flashy little room. It's meant to be a place that I can store things. Right? Wait that much. Oh, wow. Or I should do one more than that. Okay. In hardcore? Yeah. I do not think that I will ever play hardcore. Doesn't interest me at all. Well, I guess I find it exciting to try to live that one life, but then you lose everything. Indonesia. Excellent. You have so many folks from different places now. It's Baraku. Big do I want to make. I don't want to be under the elevator blocks. If I ever use an elevator block, it's not going to accidentally bring people down here. That should be good. Around that. Or 16:05. 11 a.m. here. Too early to be awake. Actually, not better. I stayed up later than I should have last night. After the stream, I was working on a couple other things and lost track of time. is 11 in the morning for myself. For Jing, I believe it is 11 p.m. A little place to stand to walk in. I will probably put some type of door on there. Since no one on any Let's Play, at least in the current spot, gonna have the ability to fly. No one else should ever really be able to get down here. This is the command center. See if that works. Good. Good. Want to be visible. Grab a door. Dark oak. Big fan of dark oak door. Probably my favorite overall looking door. Hello, Wyatt. I'm doing well. Just getting a brief start this morning. Whoop. Those. Is a okay. Excellent. Oh, wrong spot. That will do nicely. There. There. Get a... That's not what I want. This is what I want. Ender chest. There. This side is for all of my different compact chests. Those don't combine. There's no reason for that. One color, but I can figure that out when we get to time. Those, I want to ask you which one is the better, Emmy or Sybil? Oddly enough, no. I've been asked that a lot, so I don't remember specifically when you said it, but yes, I do get asked that a lot. I mean, that's mostly all I needed in here for now. I just need a place to store stuff that only I can access. Ender chest. Those are my chests I'll need for Let's Plays. Okay. That works. All right. So, one of the original Let's Plays I'd had an idea for, unfortunately, will not work. I wanted to do one called Portal Fall. And basically, I was going to build a whole mess of these portals all sideways. So you would jump off and fall, and you have to figure out which one, because if you go in the wrong one, it would take you even higher. You had to find which portals took you. It's like a path you had to figure out. But unfortunately, these portals cannot be built sideways. I've tried this morning. They will not let you do that. It's not in this exact shape going up and down. it does not recognize that there's a frame. Morning, Fuchi and Al Coleman. Thank you very much. Portafall will not work. So, I wanted to build an obstacle course. I built obstacle courses in the past. And comparatively speaking to the stuff I want to do now, those were very basic, but they give me a basic idea. It was basically designed, I say basic too much. It was designed to be a race from one end to another. Which was fine. But since I'm building Let's Plays to work for 12 people, and I don't have to have 12 in all of these things, mind you, but I'd like to have the same amount moving on. I don't want to have 12 people come in for one Let's Play and then not have enough room for everybody to play the next one. So, again, I thought about making it a obstacle course like inside of a mountain. Maybe make it winter-based, ice and snow. You have to run around on ice, making it harder at times. But that could be very large. Hello, Eliminated. Good upload speed. Nice. That would involve building a big icy mountain. Not sure I want to build a giant icy mountain right after I built a giant pyramid. Same time, it might look cool to have rather really big Let's Play right here. I also considered building a carnival that, like a Let's Play, but it was a little bit more of a just go in there and play around and see what was built. I think that would be cool. Not really a Let's Play. I'm going to do it eventually, but I don't know if I want to do it this early. I think I may want to get some Let's Plays and stuff out of the way first. That was one idea. Then we also talked about a boat race. And boat race would be fun, would be large. Very large. I just have to figure out how you could, not a lot of ways to take a boat up. It's not impossible, but taking a boat down is much easier. So I would need to test ways to get a boat to go up. So we're going to try that. Because I'm thinking a boat race is kind of which way I want to go next. Test a couple different ways. Part of this server is not just building, but also testing new ideas and seeing how well they work. Off. Yeah. Cannot go up. Up's not going to work. Not in that regard. Not in that design, anyway. Okay. I've seen it done. I want to say it was using signs. Man, those things are a mess to deal with. I really don't want 100 ways to do. All right. So it's gonna be a down. Going to be a down. What I'm thinking then is having one high side, kind of working your way down boat race. Middle. Not a big fan of Mistcraft. Not to mention, too much Mistcraft can cause a ton of lag. Run into that issue myself. Sending 12 people in and out of Mistcraft world after world after world may be a little bit more than the world can handle, especially with it being a server. Up, so that'll work. Here's my base. I got almost down. I did there. This mountain is going to be the size of that freaking pyramid. This will be another huge one. What I need. Midpoint. Wish they forgot to count. So it's not going to be as wide as that one, I don't think. So my thought is I want majority of it to be inside. There'll be different tunnels you can take, and some things will drop you down and you'll be going downstairs. Some things will meet up together. I've made this type of thing many times, but I did it inside of a Lost Cities dome. So I kind of had borders already. I didn't have to build anything around. One. 50. I don't think anywhere quite enough. Thing's going to be a monstrosity again. It's going to be huge. Don't want to make it just a big cube. I know how it's going to work inside. How do I build it? Shape do I make it outside? I want just a block again. Pyramid's cool because it's definitely a shape that stands out. We'll drink a lemonade and ponder for a moment. We'll struggle with the lemonade, and then I will ponder for a moment. In my head, I still like the idea of a mountain. Trying to figure out a way to incorporate a mountain. I know that's 101. That's 101. We're going to go much more. Maybe not as wide. It's going to be high. I know that. Okay. $30. 50. Okay. We're going to add another 25 to this. I just don't want to be too close to parent. Trying to build, excuse me, a mountain and making it look like a mountain, I think it's going to be a challenge. Imagine if I have 12 players, each has a 3-lane slot, 36. All right, here's how that's going to work. That's going to be the width of it. This is going to come longer this way. Race will start by coming this direction. That was so hard to stay lined up. Makes you want to. Good Lord, stop. Let's start with that and see where it takes us. I do. Excuse me. Good Lord. Can't clear my throat today. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that was loud. I muted the microphone. Concerned about whether or not I can make this look like a mountain. I do not have that much artistic ability. Struggle. The struggle is real. All right. There yet? No. Oop, too many. 3 bricks. Build in. Then we will have our basic shape. Again, I'm gonna build the race and then build a building shape or mountain around it. So it's gonna be kind of like we did with pyramid. We start with just the base and then the building. Oh yeah, slimes aplenty. Forgot about that. As we build, the slimes will. It's gonna be a boat race, so it'll be a lot of water. I don't think the slimes will form water. I don't believe that slimes will do that. But who's to know? I also still need to build the ODG Olympics. Wish I'd used the tool this way from the beginning of the pyramid. In a much slower way, and the pyramid took much longer. All right. Called Compact Machine, Galaxy. Compact Machine is... Compact Machine is what you're thinking. It will create a individual block that you can go in. I didn't realize I was bringing the side with it. You are very welcome. Very good mod. I use it a lot. Going well, Yusuf. Starting another Let's Play, and so getting the base building area built first so we know how much room we have to work with. Really? Fixed. All the monsters in the world. All right, I'm going to light this up after I get this all built. All these guys will just... Thank you, Gecko Gaming, for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you all for coming to hang out with me this morning. It is where I am anyways, it is a Saturday morning, and the day many people would like to sleep in. You know this, for I am one of those people. But I sleep in on Sundays. A little bit longer. I have to get up and start editing and stuff like that. Sunday's podcast day. Got to get those edited and posted. Dang it, Tom. Get it all? Alright, so there's half of it. Now the other half. First of all, let's do this. Then I gotta break this. Bring that over with it. Ow, itchy ear, itchy ear. I have very itchy ears. Side effect. Irritating. I have, many years have had psoriasis. So, you don't know, it's a skin condition. And I take medication for it. I get an injection every 2 months, which helps a lot. Doesn't completely take care of it, but it helps a lot. I've tried many different medications, no matter which ones I use. None of them seem to help my ears, so my ears are always itchy. And I've been told part of the reason is from wearing headphones. And so that's one reason why I don't play headphones or wear headphones when I'm playing or streaming and things of that nature. I'm very limited. Very limited on when I wear headphones. Because I have to wear them for my job. Any choice there. Not working, I try to keep them off my head as much. What's up, Brave? Whoop. Good. That is good. Just building a starting platform to build from. The newest Let's Play. All I'm creating is a giant monster spawner right now on the mobs that are popping up. And I will light it up here in just a little bit. No, when I'm streaming Sky Factor 4, I have two different setups that I'm using. The one I stream in the evening is my regular survival world where I'm doing the JEI project and things of that nature. And for these morning streams, this is more of a Let's Build. It is a Let's Build. This is a Let's Play server that only I have access to. Where I'm in creative and I'm building different Let's Play games and things that down the road I will run people through, film them and edit them and release them as videos. So the morning streams is me just kind of building those games. And, you know, folks can jump in, throw out ideas, help me pick blocks of what color to... That's the big thing, people help me out a lot. Because I have a hard time deciding which brick I want to use for the design. Block, if I will. People are very helpful in that regard. No... Well, I'll be honest with you. Infinite cobblestone. One thing that's... I'd say the two easiest things to get massive amounts of in Sky Factory 4. Cobblestone generator, and just get it going and you're good for the rest of your life. The other one would be wood. All the saplings you put together, man. Wood is abundant. Adam Frost says, I've been watching your videos and it's been helping me progress my world. Thanks a lot. You are very welcome. I'm glad that I could help. Thank you. Come on. Now, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. If I was too high. Thank you, Adam, for that sub. I appreciate that. No. Stop that. Always trying to add extra stuff where I don't want extra stuff. We're almost done with the base, I think. I hope. Normally, when I build a water race, because I'm doing it in, like I said, a Lost Cities, I start at the top and work my way down. This one I'm going to have to build backwards, because I have the down first. Light this up. Sky Odyssey. I don't think so. Not that I recall. But don't hold me to that. We did a series for a little while there where every Sunday morning I tried 2 different mod packs for an hour and a half just to see what we thought of them. How we found several cool ones to stream for a while. Odyssey might have been in there. Although it does not sound familiar. I believe people have mentioned it, but I don't think I've played that one. Whoa. Creeper's committing suicide over there. Making a break for it. Take care of a large amount of that. Speed up the day. Some of these things won't die anyways. Actually, none of this stuff will die. Ooh, there's one. Campy Man 5006. I haven't seen that one yet. Love all the different skins. Hey, Yusuf, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Your support is greatly appreciated. Overall, except I've had the psoriasis for, oh, good Lord, started getting it in my early 20s. So, 5,000 years ago. And had it ever since. So, there's no real cure for it, per se. It's just, you can manage it. And right now, what I've got is some of the best that's ever been managed. I'm doing okay. Bounce Reaper. Painting off some of these monsters that won't die naturally. That's not going to help me. So. Watchful. I like that outfit. Creepers. It. All right. Now, I don't drink during the morning streams, Yusuf, but kind of a rule, I don't drink in the mornings. Alcohol, anyways. So I will do a shot that tonight, I promise. Got boring after I create automation. Like 20 items, huh? And not everything's for everyone. I put an ungodly amount of time in Sky Factory. I'm still coming up with finding new stuff to do. Oh, there is one. I love it. Slime with a mohawk. I love when slimes pick up things. Looks cool. Okay. Here's our building thing. Now, this one's going to be high as well. I still have to make this bigger. This may not be anywhere near the size I need it to be. I kind of still want to start at the top, though. Start at the top and work my way down. It's going to end up going that direction further. I can almost guarantee it. This is not going to be long enough. Corner Rhino. Oh, we're going to be like that? Okay. Then Scree. I'll do build me instead. Haha, defeated. I want the start to be higher than that. Yeah, that's about where I want it to start. The race is going to go the opposite direction. This side will almost be a bit of an illusion. You won't be able to really see the race from the base. You'll just see the mountain. Make sure I don't go too far. Yes, by all means, Rhino. Throw any questions out you got. I'm happy to help any way I can. Yeah, even this is the same as like the other Sky Factory world I play. If you got a question or need help with something, I'm happy to help. I can always pause what I'm doing for a few minutes and help answer questions. Oh, look at that. Look how perfectly I did that. I'd like to say it's because I'm perfect, but it was purely luck. Purely luck at being perfect. I'm just saying in general. Something to consider. Okay, so there's my upper frame. That's about as tall as I want to make it. It's going to be as big as... This thing's going to be bigger than the pyramid, dang it. It'll be a lot faster to play it. Just letting myself fall is the fastest way to get down sometimes. But I've got an issue with heights. I have to either close my eyes or look away. It legit bothers me. What's on the island? That is just the welcome center. So people, when they spawn in, will spawn in over here. And then they'll come into the welcome center, and this is where they'll get the tools they need or the items that they will need to do the different Let's Plays. This is the welcome center. For the Pyramid Let's Play, that's that stuff there. To get to the one we just finished yesterday, Headhunter, this portal will get you there. Over to here. For the Pyramid, everybody starts at a different spot, so each person will grab their Ender Book, and it will teleport them to their beginning spot of the pyramid. Most of these things you'll be able to go start at the same area, so I'll be able to use portals. This is a little bit closer to that than I wanted it to be honest with you. We're going to leave it because the mountain... Again, I'm going to try to build this to look like a mountain, at least on this side. When you're here, I want you looking at it, I want you to see what kind of looks like a mountain. And I could go higher to make the mountain top. Like, it's not going to be square, obviously. I'm going to shape it to look like a mountain. But it's going to look like a mountain from that side. This side, not so much. But the mountain, I'm assuming if I make it look like a mountain, as I come up, it's going to have to kind of taper to the top as well. So I need to make sure I move in because I'm not going to be building this far out. Should be able to do it relatively close. Enough in. Because I have flight with Supreme Armor. Interesting. Worlds can be corrupt like that. I've heard of situations where people are playing, but then when they go to the Nether, there's no Nether. Like Sky Factory 3 was that way. You go to Sky Factory 3, there was nothing in the Nether except for strongholds. You started a portal and you had to build your way out. Some people have had that glitch happen on Sky Factory 4. I've not had it happen to me, but I've seen it happen. All right. No, it's not normal. No matter if you go, even if you go a great distance, things should not spawn. No. But at the same time, that's depending on what world. When you start a Sky Factory world, there are like 50 different type of world types you can choose to start with. If you didn't start on the traditional one, you accidentally clicked on something else, you may be getting a and a different world type. Fairly good. Just a work. All right, here's going to be our starting point. I know this looks weird with all the weird framing, but I am definitely doing this for a reason. Okay. Race, I think I'll go this direction. This will be our starting pedestal. This will be where the racers will begin. So, if I do $24 crossed. $13. $24. That would be how wide. That would be how wide the water race is going to be. And at points it'll get narrow, definitely more narrow, but that's where it has to start. Everybody's gonna. I'm gonna have 2 lanes. They're gonna be their wool colors. Everybody will start with their boat, and they'll go forward, and boat thing will happen. Boat things will happen. That's right. That's Raven's quote of the day. We'll get in their boats, and then boat things will happen. I'm also going to need a frame because there's going to have to be a side to this. I'm supposed to watch Raven's videos. Never knew building guides existed. Built by hand. Let's go. Yes, the gadget is very, very helpful. No, the hunting dimension is completely empty. In Sky Factory 4, it's basically useless. It's always night and monsters spawn at an increased rate. So if you wanted to build a base there, it would be awesome for having a monster spawner, like a mob farm. That's about it. I use it to build things just like decoratively. Like that's where I put the JEI project. My last Sky Factory 4 world, that's where I built my house and all the different museums of all the monsters I caught and things of that nature. But I still almost always make my primary base in the overworld. Look at all those slimes. So that's going to be the platform that they start on. Or probably I'm going to replace this cobblestone in a minute. I'm just trying to get an idea of the shape I want. I need a place to get started. And there'll be the water after that. I'm going to replace the cobblestone with a better looking brick. I'm just trying to get started. All right. What is the hunting dimension? It's another little dimension that you can go to in Sky Factory 4 by creating a hunting dimension cake. Just like making a nether cake or a Lost Cities cake or an end cake or a Twilight Forest cake. Hunting dimension is another cake, another area, but it's just a giant void world where there's really nothing you can do. I haven't found much use for it. Their wool colors will go here. Then there'll be a chest with boats in it. They'll be advised to take several. Because my thoughts are there's a point that you'll get down to the bottom where you'll have to get out of your boat, jump in an elevator that'll take you back up a bunch. Then you have to get back in your boat and continue. This will allow me to extend the race all the way down to the bottom, but then coming back up again. I think I like that. Whoop. Did not realize I was not flying. All right. It's time to choose a brick. I'm not going to start building the actual water race all in cobblestone. I'm going to redo this top up here once I get going. So I need to see, what am I going to build this out of? It's a water race. I'm building a boat race. A very... Excuse me. I'm dying. Hopefully, a very large boat race. And there may be laps. Thinking there will be laps. Yes. Oh, I know. I need to choose a brick. The base brick that the bottom is going to be made out of. Trying to figure out a color theme. I think I want to incorporate green. I haven't used green at all yet. Because green will show through the water pretty well. And as for the walls of it, it's going to change as we move down. But I'm trying to think. For the outer first starting spot, maybe we'll do a mossy stone. Maybe not. Ooh, we've got the temple blocks. I've not used those in a while. Let's see, which one would be good? Plate, maybe. That one. That one. That's correct. Yeah, this is actually a server, but that only I have access to. And I'm going to build a bunch of these games, and then I'm going to run people through them, invite people in, run through them, and then film that and release it as videos. Phone's not me. So yeah, building a Let's Play world to run people through. Right now I'm just testing which of these blocks I want to use as my primary building block. I like to put a few of them together. Now, the big thing to remember is if I build this as the base, we're really going to be looking down at it. These two are just plain squares. That's not bad, but I'm not sure that's really the texture I'm looking for. These have got a little something more going to it. I think I like this one. Medium tiles. Tiles. All right, medium tiles it is. Some of these other things I'll use for building walls and such, where they have more texture on the side. This one's the same on all sides, so it'll work well as a basic building block. I'll leave two there. I won't get this done in one video. I'll leave that in there so I have a spot to come back and remember what I'm using to build. Plus, I should probably go ahead and do quick. Well, I want the race pretty much one deep. I just got to make sure that'll work. We're going to run a couple tests real quick. I'm going to run some tests. Jerk. Is water. And I guess I should put a light up here so stop spawning. No love for you, sir. No love. Remove yourself. You're gonna die. Or he did not survive that fall. Nor should he have. You're gonna make a big mess, I know, but it's at least a mess that's easy to fix. Very narrow boat race. Yes, it'll float on a single block. That's what I was hoping for. Now, can you swim up? Cannot, can you? No, but you can kind of stop your fall a little bit. What did I just break? That. All right. Yes, yes. Enjoy the building. Enjoy the building. This is going to come forward. Good little distance. But it's going to, as it comes forward, it's going to go down a level each time. That one. A little bit further. Okay. A little bit differently, couldn't I? That's how far I want to. Okay. Hello. Johnny plays games. Good day, good day. Huh? A little bit far out. Build the outer shell. Not what I meant to do. Work. That will play. Yes, I will be streaming again tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be back in the same world I was playing last night. Uh-oh. And out past the water. Big enough? That's where they'll fall. To get started. We'll be happy to have you right now. All I'm doing right now is cutting off the water. Just so it makes it a little bit easier to build. Plus, there's been a couple things from building where the water's bubbled up that I don't want. When I fill it with water later, that'll fix that issue. Plus, while I'm not experiencing any lag, if I let this water go on forever, I might. I'm not wanting that. All right, so what's going to happen here is they're going to take their little boat down, they're going to go off the cliff, and they're going to fall a distance. Not a huge distance, but enough to get started. And the best part is, after they do that, it's going to be a solid wall. They're going to have to turn around and start going back this direction. They'll have to go back through the water. Exactly what I want. And I figure out how far I want them to fall. Not a super huge amount. I don't want them to fall a ton. Because I want to have lots of room to go around a level, around, and then move down and go underneath. It's going to be very spirally and twisty-turny, all underneath itself. That looks like a decent amount. Well, that'll be the floor from where they fall. Those. Did not pull that out all the way. See. There's a lot of stuff I learned. Oh, I appreciate that. I mean, that's what I do. Yeah, I mean, again, the whole channel started because I couldn't find quick, easy answers to how to do stuff in Sky Factory. So as I learned how to do it, I started sharing it with other folks, and they liked it. So I've been doing it ever since. Oh. Okay. Wow. All over the map on that one. Okay. Let's see. Close that in. Now after this, things are going to start to narrow out. The whole race is not going to be this wide. 1, 2, 3. That's the ceiling. It's not going to be this wide. It'll be narrow, so they're having to fight it out a little bit more. But at the beginning, until they fall, I want them to have plenty of space. And at the bottom, that's where the challenges will be. You know, the hard stuff, I guess. I have a big mess. I'm trying to do my best to fix it. Chests everywhere, cables everywhere. Yeah, organization. Every so often I have to stop and redo that as well. You remember a few streams ago on the other world, I had machines all over the place. I took a little bit of time to go and fix it all, and it looks way nicer now. And it's just easier, with it being more organized, it's easier for me to find stuff too. So. Tap that. Originally, the boat race was part of the original ODG Olympics. But with this, I have the opportunity to do something much, much larger. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use this as the building bricks that they're going to start on as well. I'm going to change textures as we move on. It's not going to be the same thing the whole time. But for starting, I kind of like it. So we're going to go ahead and replace these. No, I do not like to use the replacement gadget before anyone asks. I like to build it. I enjoy the building. Making some tools and build to kill mobs more easily. I don't know what kind of tools to get. Okay, that's a good question. Some of that just kind of depends on where you are in the game. Like how far in you are. Do you have a decent supply of iron and diamonds? If you do, then that'll work. Then I would move towards making yourself a diamond paxel. That'll give you less things to carry in your inventory and give you a multi-tool, which will definitely help. Where'd I go? One over the water? Okay. Again, we'll make a mess. Connected. Am I hitting him? I kind of want them to... No, they will have two. I think I'm going to thin that out a little bit. I'm going to leave that like that. Again, remember, this row right here is going to disappear. That's where the water will be going down. From dirt to Ardite, so you have all that. Oh, okay, so for tools then at this point, you're all the way up to Ardite. You're most of the way done with the saplings. You still got a few to go. Tinkers, if you like Tinkers. I skip Tinkers tools. If you haven't already, I would horrendously start making an Inferium farm. Get Inferium started going now. Doesn't mean you're going to use it this very second. But when you do use it, you're going to need a lot. So getting an Inferium farm automated, it'll start building up all that Inferium for you now, will definitely be a benefit later. You'll be glad you did it. All right. There's kind of the background. I thought about having a redstone system that would pull the block out of the way so they could start, but then it's going to disrupt the water, and I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Yeah, Inferium, you're going to want mystical agriculture, because you will need a baton. Ton is a fancy way of saying butt ton. You're very welcome, Yoni. Right, so here's what's going to happen. They're going to land sploosh, and then they're going to have to go back this direction through the waterfall to get to the next section of the race. And I'm going to tell everybody, if you're on the edges, it is going to narrow, so getting to the middle will be nice. Now, one thing about these races is sometimes in some of these Let's Plays, it'll seem that some positions are better. If you're in the middle, you're a little bit better off than if you're on the edges. Not necessarily, but sometimes that can actually be true. That way, when I am building these things, I don't know who's going to play what yet. So it's not like I'm specifically setting it so that someone I know will do better. I don't know who's going to be what color yet. We'll decide that when the Let's Play starts. But I will go back over to the Let's Play way over there and see who's in the middle of that one, and I will put them on the edge of this one. For fairness. So if you're on the edge of that one, you get to be more in the middle this time. So the colors aren't always, you're not always on the outer edge. Trying to make that a little bit fair. The pyramid's easy. The pyramid, everybody starts the same distance, so it's not a worry. But some of these, if they're a race, I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance. Especially since I'll be filming several of these at a time. Okay, now that we've got that, I'm going to come in 3. Then I'm going to start to narrow it out a little bit. I'm going to make them struggle. I know exactly how the beginning. Again, I've built, for all intents and purposes, I built this race on a smaller scale probably 7 times at this point. I know where I want it to go, how I want it to go. I just got to get it going. What farm are you? Oh, what farm? I'm not making a farm. I'm building a Let's Play game for people to play through later. But I keep a lot of farms when I'm actually playing survival mode. I have a lot of Inferium building as quickly as possible. Because, in my opinion, Supremium armor is the best armor in the game, and I want to get to it as quickly as I can. That way I have creative flight, and I have basically tools and weapons that have infinite durability. It is going to get a little bit taller. I want it to be a little bit taller moving forward. Give a little bit more headroom. Yeah, that seems that extra space should be good. Yes, glitch armor, a full set of glitch armor will give you creative flight, as will a full set of Supremium armor. Glitch armor is easier to get a hold of, usually earlier in the game, but in my opinion, Supremium's a little bit better. So I would shoot to get glitch armor first, while preparing for Supremium armor. Get the Inferium going, let it start building up. It will take a lot of it to make Supremium armor. You'll also need nether stars, so to get to that point, you're going to have killed some wither. But glitch armor is a little bit easier Because for that, you just have to start working with deep mob learning. Coming in Android, another great thing to do. Laser farm to get tritanium, best source of tritanium. I agree. Now we're going to start bringing it in a little bit. Oops. You are very welcome. If you have questions about how to do any of the things I've mentioned, let me know. I have tutorials for a lot of that different stuff that I can link for you real quick. Aim in 4. Right? Yes, same thing on this side. Three. All right, so here's how I'm going to level the playing field a little bit. Work. Which shape to make it? If a wall or plug is 3 lasers into a base. In mine, I just do 1 laser, 1 base, 1 laser, 1 base. You can do it differently, but that's just how I do mine specifically. I know you can connect more to it than that, but to fit in as much stuff as possible, that's just the design that I went with. Yes, the building gadget is phenomenal. Now, normally it pulls items out of your inventory. Because I'm in creative, I have infinite, so I can build forever. But the building gadget, yes, is phenomenal. I will concur. All right, so where's the middle? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16. The 8. 1. Got lost. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of this maze is going to be about choices. Do I go left? Do I go right? Things of that nature. All right, Yoni. Have a good one, sir. Or ma'am. Have a good one. So people on the outside have to curve in. People on the inside have to curve out a little bit. Now, this is still going to come back as just a single thing, but this is going to start making people fun a little bit. So it'll also help the people in the middle while they have a bit of an edge up here. It will take a little bit less of an edge down here. That should be one. More here. Here. You know what? That back a little. Yeah, that. Not just a flat wall. Imagine they're going to come down their boat, they're going to go sploosh. Then they have to go forward. Left or right. Left or right's not going to matter in some situations. In some situations, it will be making a huge difference. There will be at times there will be an easy route and a hard route. You will not know which one you have taken. It's going to get to one point where they're going to get to a room where there's 4 different options to go. And all of them drop, but some of them drop and put you further, some drop and make you faster. It's a way to gain some speed or lose some speed. Prompt. Come in, have to come in. Straight out. Narrow though. I'm still working on making it more narrow. That's going to be too. Maybe not. At this point, I'm still going to have the outsides coming in, but the inside's going to stay straight. I'm going to look at YouTube search right now. It's because I'm translating to the titles. There's an English name, so sometimes I'm looking for a word. Understand that. I've heard that it would translate the title. I've not had to deal with that myself personally, but I've heard that that happens. This is going to come back in. A little more space. This is going to come in one more. Whoa. Whoop. Slippy slide. Still working on a name for this. What I'm going to call it. Alright. Here we are. Now they've landed. They're funneled to one of these two holes. So then all lead to the same place. At this point, we've narrowed down the raceway a decent amount. Then we will get to our first actual obstacle. This obstacle is race. That's watching my spacing here. Yes, this I enjoy. Figure I just remembered I should probably light this stuff up so things don't spawn in here. This is not going to be a killing race. There's not going to be any things to fight. That's what Headhunter is. I'm going to try to alternate it. Like the first one was a maze. And the next one will not be. So this first level, I'm going to stick with this cut of brick. The next level down, I'm going to change to something a little bit different. Excuse me. I have been phlegmy all day. Man, I don't know why. I'm not a cold or nothing. Irritating. All right, there we are. All right. Now for this, I want something a little bit different. I could still stick with mossy, but I need a different type of... I need a different cut. Let's do something with a side design. That one doesn't. That's what I'm using normally. No, that's what I'm using. I don't like that one. There it is. The end will be a little bit tighter. Well, they'll have their boats. They will have to maneuver through here, which again is more of just a slowdown thing than anything else. Alright, Lex. If you need any help finding anything specific, let me know, sir. What's up, Al? Going alright. Working on a boat race / obstacle race course thing. Blah 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 blah. I will remember the walrus, Lex, I promise. Alright. Still got a decent amount of room before I get to the edge. So I can move into the second phase of the obstacle level. The second level is going to be the obstacle level, this level here. This is technically the second level. And then under that will be a bit of a maze level. Where there'll be more this one's going to be more single choice, but you have to navigate. Then the next level down will be a little bit more of, okay, which direction are you going to end up going? All of them will still end up in the same place, but some of them will be harder than others. There won't be any clues to which is which. Oh, well, I'm happy to help, Blinn. However I can. Now, coming out of this, I'm going to narrow it down just a little bit more. Again, there's 12 racers in here. I want them to be struggling for first place. I want it right after the obstacle. Do it at least one or so before I start pulling it in. Pull it in here. That's where I'm going to... Obstacle course, part number 2. Or can I make this? Ooh, that's a lot. Excellent, excellent. I think I'm going to come down just a block or two. You feel like you've dropped a little bit. Medium tiles. Medium tiles. I just use medium tiles for all of it. I don't even know why I grabbed that other one. Waste a amount of time. Whoops. Didn't realize that. Let's bring it down 1. Just one little drop. Like you're going down a little bit further. Hey, Bullet, welcome back. And yes, Blinn, go right ahead. I'm happy to answer any question if I can. Or... all of this is going to be encased in a shell. Once I build the race, I'll build something around it so you just don't see the ugliness of the race from the outside. Thought is, at this point, is I want to build it inside of a mountain. Much as I want to call it Splash Mountain, I'm afraid I'll get in trouble. Who knows, right? All right, let's find the edge. I don't want to get all the way to the edge. I want to leave some room for carving. Give myself some room. I want to leave at least this much room from the edge. That's how far I can take that. That's enough room. That is plenty of room. Excellent. Stop. Can't look at it when I drop like that. Sploosh Mountain. Yes. Sploosh Mountain. I love it. I will call it Sploosh Mountain, which is a clear takeoff of Splash Mountain. Same time, being different enough that I don't think people could sue me. Especially since it's not physically designed to look anything like that. No. Sploosh. All right. At this point, maze is going to curve. Or turn, I should say. Not as much round as it is this. On the best block to build in Sky Factory. I guess that would depend on what you mean. Like, for durability, for easy to make, best looking. Kind of depend on what you're looking for. If you're looking for the block I enjoy building with the most, in a survival world, so it's relatively easy to get, I like regular brick. This guy right there. Just regular stone bricks. For a couple of reasons. One, it's not that hard to make. All you have to do is cook stone. In an early game, that means it may be burning up some of your coal, but more importantly, you can use your wood to start like 10 furnaces. By this point, you'll have a bunch of saplings, so you'll have tons of wood. I think that it's a step above regular cobblestone and stone, and it's easy to then build off of that with more flashier colored blocks, using that as kind of your center. So say you had a round hub made of this, your base, and then you started coming off like tentacles of an octopus, which would be kind of cool. Each one having its own different type of brick type and color. So it's a good central brick to start with. All you need are stone, get just from cooking, so you can get a lot of it relatively early in the game. You got a cobblestone generator and you have at least one sapling, which you'll have to. You can do that. So I like that the most. Plus, as soon as you have the ability to make a material stonework factory, which will require plastic, it's a little bit further down there, that will just make the brick for you non-stop without requiring any materials. And so I can get a large amount of it really quickly when I get that. Now here in the situation I'm in now, of course, when I'm doing this, it's a little bit different. You know, I'm in creative. When I'm in creative, of course, I will try to use a larger palette. I do try to stick with colored themes as much as possible. Like obviously, the pyramid's sandstone. That thing over there is, well, that's just, you know, cluster hell. But this one I went with white, black, and blue. That's what the central area is. With the green grass, you know, for grassy stuff. Because grass should look like grass. That's how nature works, dang it. All right. Here. Here. That's too wide. Too wide. Too wide. I want it that wide. At this point, this is the part where I really get to narrow it down. Actually, I've got it pretty narrowed down. For 12 people, that's not bad. We'll do that. You to here. More flare lanterns. Again, keep things spawning. Woohoo! I fall down. Go boom. Excellent. Well, now I'm thinking that's too. That's better. Okay. Let's see. I'll get rid of 2 of those. That puts me at 8. 4 on each side. Perfect. Creepers. Hello, Light Trillion. Sorry that I did not see your hello a second ago. Hello, hello. Next section is going to start here. end. That's too much. Oh, for light? Oh, I'm not worried about that. Morning light. Is it Lacey? Lacey or Lachey? Hard to know. Editing sound and videos? Yeah, I enjoy editing quite a bit as well. It is a lot of fun. That's the water. I'm going to. Decisions will be made. Make that a little bit shorter. Just by a smidge. Liquid cable or have an enchanting table so I can get experience. See if I can understand the question. I want to make sure I follow it. Can I plug in a liquid cable? Oh, yes. Okay, I see what you mean. Yes, you can. That one, a powered enchanter actually sometimes helps as well. A lot of space, sir. A lot of space. Lot of space. Down, the water comes down, the water comes through to here, and then it rejoins up again. Far away. Bring that down. I need to bring it down here. Drop the stick. Up. These are farms, so we'll get experience. I'm going to take a tank there. Yeah, I usually, what I'll do is I put down a XP pylon to suck it up, the XP, and then connect that to a black hole tank so it'll never get full. Ooh, missed one. And yes, sadly, the Shakira song is still stuck in my head. 2 days in a row now. I've been able to get rid of it. Just not healthy, really. Not healthy at all. Water's going to come through here. Let's see. Thank you for this. Congratulations, Blinn. I appreciate that. Doing well, William. Doing awesome, Neil. Vacation. Days off. Nothing major needs done. That's a nice way to be. Nice way to be. All right, so before I go too far with this, I have to finish the obstacle right there because obviously that is not the obstacle. But I am going to need to get the water to this point to properly do it. We're now going to start bringing the water into it. I fell. The edge. Oh, yes. I 100% will play the Sky Factory 1 remake. Yeah. Second that comes out, I will probably switch. Even if I'm in the middle of this, I'll probably switch over to that at least for a while. I'll be sad I never got to play the first one, so. Yep. Autofilling, somewhat. Yeah. There. These pedestals, you got to make sure you got water on all sides of them. That's the most. Works. There. There. Build that still. That. That. There it is. Finding that spot that's causing problems. Yeah. Alright. Good deal. This one should be easy. Well, let's see what I missed here. I had to finish the smeltery, and I got iron sapling. Congrats, my friend. That iron saplings literally changed the game. I need so many iron saplings. Will be worth it, though. Good. Good. Excellent. All right, so we've got water all the way to this point. Let's test what we've got so far. There. Yes, everything's good here. Characters will start up here. They will get in. When I say go, they drop their boat, and then they go. Whoosh. Then they turn around and go back. Navigate through the obstacle course, bumping into each other, causing havoc. That's how I roll. Stuck. What am I going to do? Imagine 12 people getting through that, right? I like that. Then we go, bloosh. Then we have section number 2. Section number 2, technically this would be number 3. They will hate me. But that's okay. I'm a big fan of that. I'm working on a boat race, Rat. A boat race. First, must anger everyone. No, it's not going to work. I need 4, not 4. Oh, that's right. 4. That one. 4. 4. 4 spaces? That one's... Carry that one to the end. Raining again. Always raining. Somehow, I'm unaligned. Oh, I put a 5th one down here. I should put some tripwires. Oh, the problem with the tripwire is you'll trigger it. Only the first person will trigger it. Right. The end here, we'll put that way. Right. 3, 1, 2, 3. That's pretty fair. So, in itself, you think, oh man, that's going to be tough to maneuver. Yeah, it is. Two. Oh, whoa. Stop climbing the walls, web. Middle. Now we got to test to see if this is even feasibly possible. It may not be. If it's hard, then I'll have to put less webs in. I think I'm going to have to put less webs in. We'll see. Gibraltar says Sky Factory 4 live stream from the man himself. Oh, hey. Appreciate that. Yeah, I stream, oh goodness, 6 days a week. Mostly Sky Factory. So if you want to come hang out, we'd love to have you. I love doing this. A lot. I have 2 different Sky Factory 4 series I'm doing right now. This is a Let's Play server. I'm building games to run people through. And then I have an actual Sky Factory 4 survival world that I stream at night. Pink lemonade gets me going. And gummy lifesavers. Who could ever ask for more? Oh, I remember. I was going to put 2 again. All right. Is this possible? Already hit a web. Already hit a web. Okay. Too hard. Too hard. Okay. Leave those ones. Now that seems pretty easy when I get rid of this. And it kind of is. But again, there will be 12 people trying to go through this at once, pushing each other into the webs. So, there's that. Where I live, the weather is wild. We're supposed to have rain all day. Now it's only 40% from 12 to 1. Sure, the weather's like here today. I rarely look outside. It looks sunny. What little bit I can see. All right. This definitely be easier, but you got to go down the middle. Oh, I didn't stick far enough. Snagged it anyways. Come on. Push out. Push out too hard, you hit the other side. Come on. Get out of the web. There are 11 people behind me. Ooch. Snagged it again. And then the race will continue. This wall will disappear. It's just there temporarily. I'm fine with that. Because it's so narrow, I don't think I need any extra. That's just going to be irritating as it is. All right. Good day. Gavril said, Finland on your streams. I can't thank you, Sue, enough for the Skyward Fortuitous. Sue, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I enjoy making them, and I enjoy getting to hang out and help people out. It's a lot of fun. I appreciate that. All right. The first section of the water race, first 2 obstacles, are done. I knew those were going to be first. I always start with those. Now I'm trying to figure out exactly it's crossed my mind that instead of building this inside of a mountain, I could build a giant looking old temple with water coming out different areas. I kind of like that more than doing a mountain. Although, I'm still going to call it Sploosh Mountain, because I love the name. Alright. That should be lit up enough. We're good there. So, obstacle. So the next part... Oh, gotta test something. See if we can... I gotta test something real quick. Here. Well then. We're gonna have some fun with that. Oops, look at this. One lonely block of cobblestone. If I don't get it now, it'll drive me crazy. Get out of there, you. You need to test it with water, though. Do a quick break and test. This doesn't mess up the water. Oh God! No! Let me. That's different. Now it's not letting me break it. Break. Yeah. I like that, but I don't think I want it coming from the bottom because that would snag the boat too much. So this is. It would all be from the sides. I have to test it from the sides. Let's test. Maybe I don't want them on that level. Maybe I want them higher, not in the wall. We'll test it here first. So I actually would need to widen this a little bit. Do a piston room. I can do. I just want to test it myself right now. Let's see. Got rid of my redstone clock. I'm a fool. Now, I'm going to put a sound muffler underneath of this. Number one, because it's going to be crazy loud, and I don't want that to come through on the video. But number two, they won't know it's coming then. They'll just walk into the room, and then suddenly it will be very loud. I haven't turned them on yet. I'm going to turn them on in a minute. I just don't want them making loud noises while I'm getting this ready. Blowing out my own sound here. That's interesting. Oops. That's good. That side's good. So, you grab a sound muffler real quick. We don't blow our eardrums out. Drop. I need all that stuff. I'll get rid of the Paxil. Put that right here for now. That's not where it'll go. Silent but deadly. I'm going to start by just having the outsides. And if this doesn't push me around, then I'll know I need to go one higher. This. That. Get pulled in. All right. I like that. I like that. That'll work. That'll work. That'll play, but I am going to have to make it wider if I want to have some in the middle as well. Okay. Again, this was a test. We're going to have to widen things up again. Break off the water again. These. Hello, David. I'll leave that one in there because the middle's going to have to. I'm going to have some water mess here. Easiest way to clean that up. Got that. I don't think I'm going to have them run into this right away. I think they're going to have to move in a little bit. I think that's... Maybe I'll have them turn and come back this way. I could put it in there. I like that idea. If they get out of here, they got to do like a 180 on them. Of course, I wouldn't want it to come towards this, so I have to make sure that it has to. This would have to be the inner edge. And it would get wider here. The only problem with the sticky piston is I was getting stuck in that one, and I don't want it to break the boat. That's the only kind of concern I have there, is it might break the boat. I thought it was sticky piston as well. But even the regular pistons, the boat kept getting stuck in it. I may have to still turn it down a little bit. I think that might be a little bit too fast. We'll get it built, because that's something we can always tweak, after the fact. Gonna have to figure out a way to have an on-off switch for all of them, because I don't want that running all the time when I'm not playing this thing. Again, lag issues. Because there's going to be a lot more than what we just saw, so I don't want there to be a horrendous amount of lag being built up by a machine that isn't even being used at the time. So on the outsides, I'll probably have a redstone system that runs to a single switch if I can flip, or I'm sure there's going to be a few things in here like that. All right, let's see how big we've got. I need an even number for this. 12. Actually, Take that back. I need an odd number. 15. 13, 14, 15. Because of that 15, one of them is going to be wall. And I want to have a central one as well. That's our middle point. The middle point needs to be 3 wide, so I can have a redstone clock in the middle and have pistons coming out of each side. Is my thought process here. Seopolis, like Sky Factory but underwater. I have not. There's one that's also like that called Rustic Waters. That one I did play for a while. And it was pretty fun. I just got to a point pretty quickly where I ran out of stuff to do. But it has a lot of Subnautica references. You get the little submarine and everything. That part was a blast. I loved having that little sea moth. I've not played that one, no. Seopolis. Not against checking it out. Big fan of water. Probably didn't know that about me. But I am. I'm a big fan of water. This. We kind of have this. Not exactly. I'm going to round this off a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. Putting out blocks I don't need, just in case I come back through here and need access. So, come across your water, curve to the right, and almost a 180 here. Should have curved this in here. Yeah, let you know you've got to turn a little bit ahead of time. All right, good deal. Not that. Well, I'm gonna, as for the sticky piston idea, I am going to be building, weird hair, a running obstacle course as part of the ODG Olympics elsewhere. I think the sticky pistons and stuff will be awesome. It will be even better when they're having to walk through it. All right. And here's where the pistons are going to be. I feel like I need to add another level of difficulty. 2, 3. 3. So right now I'm not building the wall, I'm just building the floor. Wall I'll build outside of this. Not a huge amount of difficulty. Just enough. Wall will come out there just a little bit. I'm gonna serpentine it just a little bit, so that way it's maneuvering through the pistons will be just can't just go right down the middle and skip them all. Plus, again, the big thought is that at points of this, there will be more. Not everybody. Some people get stuck in the webs, and people will be stuck in the obstacle course. There's people who are going to get ahead, of course, but there's going to be people. I'm assuming with 12 players, there's going to be relatively a couple people together at almost all times. Fans is an excellent idea, Rat. I Love that. That would also be awesome. Very much so. Well played. Fans could very easily, especially if they have to swim towards them. Imagine if I did another drop like at the beginning, right? They got to get to the drop, but there's a ton of fans here blowing. And there could even be like things in the middle before they get to that blowing, so they've got to navigate between pedestals that are blowing towards them to get to the drop. I like that. I like that. That might actually be a good way to end this level of obstacles, you know. The level underneath of this is going to be much more twisty-turny. Not as many obstacles, but it's going to be just more of a lot of navigating through curves. But, you know. But yes, I like the use of fans. I could see very easily how fans would be groovy. All right, so I'm here. Good that one. I'm still making it relatively wide, but remember, there's going to be a 3 wide block thing running through the center of this. Especially with pistons going both ends, is the thought. We're gonna try it here in just a minute. I'm not gonna make it as I'm just gonna have a little squiggle, then a straight, then a squiggle, kind of thing. Where I'm leaning towards right now. Let's see. Oops, how did I get ahead? All right. Keep it as steady as possible here. Woohoo! Whoops. All right, so then we'll have a bit of a straightaway. Straightaway, I'll have more pistons than I do in the curve. It'd get wider. Again, that seems wide, and some people may go right through that. That's why I'm gonna have to test this in a minute. I may have to thin it out a little bit. I can always pull those in further. It's easy fix. Here. Here. Go. What kind of beard care do you go through? Just consistent brushing. I brush it multiple times a day. I do have some beard cream that I've just recently started using, and I use it after showers and such. It's the one I use has a little bit of hold, but it's more to soften the beard. Mostly, it's just keeping it brushed and untangled, as much as possible, anyways. But every month or two, I go to the hair care place and have them just shape it up a little bit, keep the lines clean. I don't do a lot, to be honest. Very lazy person. Okay. Got that. Those will be redstone. Wow, I really messed that up, didn't I? I didn't put it in the right spots. Now that I think about it, having it sticking out might actually be better. Narrow it in a little bit more. Crap. Do that then. I'm not going to do that for the middle ones. For these ones, that actually might be beneficial. I could always extend the wall in and just bring it more narrow anyways. Okay. Clearly I need something. Let's grab ourselves a sound muffler very early on. Already had one. That should take care of that side. That should take care of that side. This is temporary. I will hide the mufflers a little better later. Redstone clock. I replaced it with sponge. Clock. I'm not sure I want to have it going quite as fast as I did, but I think I want to have it going down at least to. I guess I did 14, didn't I? Oh. Kind of like that a little better. 1 in 10. Did that wrong. Why did that not stick? Oh, I was doing that. 1 in 10. Mechanism. Excellent. They're going at difference too. That's good. No. Fix that in a second here. No rain. Not inside the water maze. That makes no sense. Ooh, forgot one. Not bad. Just gonna do one side for now, so I can test it. If it's too easy, I may have to move some of these pistons in. I'm pretty sure it's going to be. Pretty sure that's going to be a problem. One, two, three empty spaces in between. See, I feel like that's one too many, you know? I feel like it needs to be 2 spaces in between. But does that even seem too easy? Ooh, I have a fix. Oops. Well, this is a boat race. There'll be water there. So there will be collision. But yeah, there won't be any. Ice haven't added the water yet. But the ice won't have any effect on the water. But what if some of these were sticking out further than the others? Not all of them. Just enough that staying in the middle wasn't always completely safe. There's a little bit of serpentining there. Yeah, just like a choke point kind of thing is what I'm... Not like a place where it's going to narrow out a little bit more than anywhere else. Do one more with this last one. Whoops, too many. Ow, no, stop at that. Like when I get slapped around by my own inventions. They just like. Hiding this stuff will be easy, so get it built. Ouch. Stop punching me around. You're my invention, dang it. What in the hell? I am slightly thinking about adding some back to the floor again. But after this. Yes, after this. That seems a little harder now, doesn't it? That's why I'm not making it very long. Again, there'll be multiple people fighting for that. So this one has to come out one further. This one further. And comes out two further. Out one. It's already out one. Wait a minute. Some of these are going to have to go back. Well, not all of them. But go back. Those ones go back. That's a different layout than this side. Why is that? No, it's not. Back. So then this one's out. This one's back. That one. Back. Thing is, you are building it one lower because the water will be one brick and the boat will be over it. It will actually be, it will not. The boat shares the same space. The boat sinks into the block of water. You're not actually on top of it. We tested that back here. I put it one down and the piston slapped me all over the place. So in that regard, it'll actually be all right. Yeah, the boat actually sinks. Because if you have a 2-block space, you can go through it. One. Because that's what that was the exact right. Because I thought the same thing. That's how I wanted to check it. How high did I need to put it? Knocked around by my own stuff. Dang it. Once I get this done, this section here, once we've got this set up, I'm going to go ahead and fill it with water and we'll test it. Because if we do need to move it up one, we can definitely do that. Or do a mixture of both. That side is done. I feel like the math is not the same here. I start in the middle, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start in the middle, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These pistons are too far back. Those slam together, there should only be one space in the middle. These slam together, there'll be two. Okay, so I did have that. Come forward one. One. Forward one. Forward one. That's correct. Okay, so that inside's done. They should have 4. That's done. They should have 4. Fan on, it's getting toasty. Toasty in here. Oops, one too many. Pleased with how this is turning out so far. Yeah, I've got a ton more to go, but I believe we're getting a good dent in. And it's possible I may work on this at least a little outside of the stream as well. I may get a little bit ahead. You guys can see what I put together afterward. Not too much. I also have the other Sky Factory World that I've got to get ready for tonight's streams. Oh no, I'll be doing a bunch of that today because I got to get a whole lot of concrete made so we can work on that pumpkin today. All right. Next thing I have to do is extend this by 2. Oh, I've reached the end of the quiet. That worked out perfectly. Whoops. Yes. Yes. I'm not going to build the second level until I make sure this works with the water first. I wanted to test that. Now I'm just building a barricade so the water doesn't keep going. As far as the water. We'll have a lot to fill in. Solid it is. This side. Current. Almost. any current block. Just where the there is one here. There we go. Gonna be all right for now, anyways. To test. Eh. Okay, so I do fit through there, and that's what I wanted to see. Because again, there's going to be more than one person going through there. That's the whole point. That's what's going to make it harder. There is kind of almost a one slot down the middle you can slide through. It's okay. I'm all right with that. That will hide the sound muffler. Again, I have to figure out a way to on-off switch these. That I'll work on outside of the stream. Watch that. That is something I will have to work. I can do that. Pretty easy. Right, right. Toot, toot, toot. Ah, blessed silence. How I love it. Really well. That one in the wrong place like 5 times in a row there. Not my best moment. Ooh. Why is that there? Oh, yeah, it's to hide the piston. That's better. Piston was useless with that piece of wall there. I don't have the sides of that one hidden. I'm not sure I want to. It does make it a little harder to navigate. Less room in there. Doing that would actually be a little less room to navigate. I'm okay with that. I didn't cap that. I just filled. Okay. All right. I can gadget the roof. Go, go. Whoops. I went right through that, but okay. Too far. Oop. All right. I can see how it looks. Hello, Michael. Come through here. Come around here. I feel like I'm going to put a couple more of these little stoppers in the way. Add a little bit of few things in them. Just a couple. Go around. Then we have Piston Hell, which I mean I hope looks cool. Look, it's clogged that way. They'll be on their boat, so they technically can't go over this. Yeah, I should fill that in all the way. Look better like that, because that kind of seems like more of a, just a direct tunnel. This looks too loose. Yeah, I like it better like that. I'm leaving that little space there, but seems like a smoother transition. Choose your direction. Where will you go? All right. What am I building? I'm building a boat race. Very long boat race. Starts up here. Creeper. Uh-oh. Any lights down here? After the stream, I'm going to work on an on-off system. I will need to be able to turn off all of these redstone. Although I can, I mean, worst case scenario, I can just put a lever on the back of each one. You know what I mean? Like, pretty, and just flip them on before the race and flip them off afterwards. I don't need. You need to stop failing. I don't need to have an automated way to do it. As long as I can get in here. Gotta make sure I leave myself space to be able to get in here and do that. All the levers in the world in there. All of that's the redstone for those. That. I'll have as much room to work with as I can. I don't let any water leak. I'll be just fine. All right, so it's lit up. Papers. Talked about that. Why are you even here? Rude. Go away. I'm sorry, I'm not going to. They'll die later. Okay. Not too shabby. There's the pistons. Is that a hole I left in there? Oh. Fail time for Draven. Okay, so now we continue on. We'll do a little bit of a straightening again. Or more space to space out before we move into another obstacle. We're at a point where we're going to have to curve again soon. Trying to think of how I want to do this next part. I have a lot more room to work with than I thought it would. Doing the serpentine thing on this level. Let me put a lot more obstacles in. This one's obstacle course level. The next level down is going to be more of a maze, water maze to get to the end. And then bottom level is just going to be a straight up race. Just back and forth, back and forth. Or I could have it like a big round circle that gets smaller and smaller, first one to the middle, you know? Thank you, Akesh Varde, for the sub. I appreciate it. So the second one, maze part's going to be easy. That's just building a maze. The very bottom is just going to be a straight up big old race. With a couple obstacles. Not a whole lot, but just a couple things. Trying to think of the next obstacle I want to do. I want to make them come down at least a level or two. Ah, I fell off. And up there. Yeah, I did go down one. A little bit of a droppity drop. I'm going to put another pylons section. Pylons, I mean, when they come down the water, you have to navigate. No, those are not spaced evenly, and they're not. Clarify that. So, not a whole lot. I'm just going to have a couple. It's going to be a huge section. You come down the waterfall, and suddenly you have to deal with that. Right. Then we'll build our next actual obstacle section. Before we do that, let's build a barricade and bring the water down to here. Finish off the wall and ceiling for this area. Do each section at a time. Complete a section, then move on with the space. Four space is what I have here. 1, 2, 4 space. That the ceiling. Carve this. That's a ceiling. That's way too much. Way too much. Way too much. Where do I bring my stair? That'll be the same. Down one, down one. We'll give that one more. That'll be the ceiling. Whoops. Too far away from my wall. Let me through. Let me through. Car. Make sure I get all sides. Sides. Oh, that's it? That's it. We got it. Okay. I feel like these should be one total. Alright. Let's do a full test of everything we've done so far. We're going to start up here. They will has a boat. They will go down the boat. They will fall to doom. Turn around. Use a side. Through. Through. Again, 12 people smacking into each other. Should be able. I got to make sure the boat will fit through every spot. Boat does not fit. Well, that's actually a good little trap. You can't get through that way. Get through this way? You can. Back through here. Edge. Oh, the boat doesn't fit through some of these spots. Reconsider some of that. Through here. I can't. Okay. This one is too close. If I move it over here, too close to that one. I don't think so. That's two outside walls they can't do. better off that. Get a little bit easier, but that fucks that up. That's oh, here we go. Just can't go through there. All right, make your choice. Okay, I'm okay with that. All right, we get through that section. Then they go through spider hell. Slow. Try not to. I hit it anyways. Get out. You try to go to the right, but then the momentum runs you into the ones on the right. This is the whole point. Go, 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 go. Now it did it again. Again, this part is meant to be uber frustrating. When I put it in the previous race, this is the part that everybody had the hardest part with. Come on, get me through. Trying to get out, but I'm not trying to go too far to the right. See if I can. Yes, yes. Oh, almost made it. All right, here we go. Coming back through. These ones I can fit through. I've got to get through here. Okay, that's a little bit of a slowdown, but not horrendous. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit through any of these. I'm not. Okay. Now that I know that, I need to leave 2 blocks. I didn't have them that high either. I had them shorter at the other. So that's going to have to come over here to create a 2 space. That's going to come over here to make a 2 space. That's going to make a 2 space. That will. And everything should fit through there. Although I think I want to move this one over. Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little something to have to deal with. Especially if there's several groups of people. This can be what kind of breaks some people apart. No, I'm out of gummy lifesavers. No. Alright. Alright, I'm not going to work on the next section yet today. Got 15 minutes left. We'll work on this just a little. Start beautifying, if you will. I don't think I'm going to need beds, right? Like, we shouldn't need beds for this one. Just a chest should be fine. Because there's nothing that's going to kill you. I just need a chest so you get a whole bunch of boats. Your boats might get broken. People may, I mean, we're not people not do it on purpose, but while you're trying to get through stuff, it is possible to accidentally break somebody. That just happens by accident. Ran into that before. I will need a chest for it. This is, I will have to have a portal that gets people here too. The other thing is, if it's too hard for 12 people to get through here, this shouldn't actually take too long. I could feasibly do 2 groups of 6, then take the first 2 people of each one to do a final race of 4. Maybe the top 3 of each one. Make a final group of 6 to decide the winner. We could do a couple races. Different heats, I guess, would be the way to do that, right? Different heats. But if I do different heats... I'm trying to think about, because I was going to put wool here for your color so you knew where to start. But if I do different heats... Do I go ahead and put all 12 colors, or do I put... No space in between. So I could do like, first two spots could be red, then blue, and a red and a blue chest. The red and blue will be different heats. So whoever's in the first row will be the first heat. I guess I can't do that yet because I'm going to have to play test it with a group of people to see how many people easily get through this. You're going to have to wait on that part. I'm not going to bring the chests up either. You're going to have to wait just a bit on that. Okay. Go ahead and get some levers, pistons. Blocks. Where's redstone? Where's red? I didn't have that on originally because I wanted them running, you know. This should work both of these. Yes, it does. One lever for two. I like that. That. Around to the other side, then we'll worry about the ones in the middle. That way I'm not, talked about before, causing an ungodly amount of light. Why are the two back? Oh, the two are back. Okay. I put a lever on both of those. I need to. Okay. Do fix. Do. This one I shouldn't. Angle. But I do it on that one. I put the on the one in the wall. And there. Right, so those are done now. Really want 1, 2, 3, 4. But I feel like there should be another one. One, 4. No, it's just 4. Same one. Okay, just 4 then. Just making sure. Don't want to miss one. I'll put on the bottom. All to this first. And way too many of these to use auto level. Alright, there's that. No, because I don't need it. All of those are off now. Okay. Hello, Johnny. Those are off and ready to be turned on when needed. Do I have lights under everything? Not have lights down here. Smack a light in there. That. Everything is well lit up. I've got a lot of space to go. I may not have to make this quite as big as I thought. It's taking up a ton of space. So I'm going to spitball a few ideas for obstacles. Things to use. I like the piston thing. That's not something I've done before. Almost got all the saplings. That's awesome. Once you've got them all, you can really start working on some of the technical, like the more challenging stuff. As soon as you have quartz storage. So I'm going to have to go through here. I need to go through and find In the back of my head, I was almost thinking dispensers shooting arrows. Then you could die, and I would have to worry about beds. And I really don't want beds and people start all over. Arrows wouldn't work. Cannot do arrows. Ooh, what about a section that's incredibly dark? No lights at all, but you have to try to maneuver, like almost like almost like one of these, but completely dark. All right, gotta test something. Gotta test something. All right, let's say I've got water going through here. Really? Slime block, that's going to try as well. Okay, so the boat won't go through those. Boat won't go through those, but I can. Okay, that won't work for the boats then. Trying to think of a way of having it go automatically dark at a specific spot. I need a way to basically make it go very pitch dark in one spot. I could put torches on top of the thing, but at least monsters won't spawn above it. I would want it dark, so I need basically something like a cutoff point where light starts and stops. I'm gonna have to work on that to put some thoughts into it and see what I can come up with. I think that would be then I could make it pitch black, but I could use some of like the really bright blocks, like Futara. Like I'm thinking this rainbowliciously wavy. If that's the upper roof, like so, it's pitch black, relatively pitch black, but that's just going along the top, the bottom. So you know you have to go that direction. Can't see because those won't produce light, so you won't be able to see any of the things sticking up out of the water. I know how I want it to look inside. I just have to figure out how I'm going to go from light to dark. Based on flare lanterns and what the range of light is. But I think I can make that work. What I may have to do is, that may be the next curve. You know what I mean? If I get to this end and I'm doing my spin around, this is where it goes from light to dark. Then they have to make it all the way to the end of this, a long place that's dark, with a couple of different things that could affect them on the way, like potentially taking piss in a slime block or something like that. Different things that as they come across it, Might mess them up a little bit. Gotta make sure nothing will kill them. I don't want to have beds. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna work. We'll work on that. Let's see. Today is Saturday, so I don't have a morning stream Sunday or Monday. Tuesday is the one day I don't stream at all. So what I may do is stream this tomorrow night as the Sunday night stream, and the Monday. So this would be the only Minecraft you'd see tomorrow. And then Monday night, do the regular JEI, so that's the only one you see Monday. That way people don't go 4 days before seeing this. When we get to Wednesday, I've got like 3 hours of this and then 6 hours of the other one. So I've got plenty of time. I like that. I like that the direction this is going. A lot. And that whole cobblestone thing down there, I may end up destroying it. Just depends on how I'm going to hide this. Because all of this is going to be inside something. Originally it was going to be a mountain. Now I'm thinking some type of water temple. Just wait and see how big the race turns out before I know for sure. But that should do me for today. We're like just at 1 or 2 minutes up. I'd like to thank you all for coming by and watching this. Or if you're watching it later, thank you for that as well. I appreciate that. If you had a good time today, or like me even a little bit, it'd be awesome if you click the like button. Most importantly, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. So you're with us all the time. Because I'm here all the time. Thank you, Mattcraft LP, which I'm sure is Let's Play. Good day, Matt. Thank you for the sub. Also, you can join our Discord channel. Go to my website, onlydraven.com. There's a button at the top you can press. It'll take you right in. We'd love to have you. Pretty active place. A lot of great people helping each other out, especially in Minecraft, but other stuff as well. So swing on by there. While you're on my website, hey, my streaming schedule's there. Excuse me. All that kind of stuff. You'll also find links to all my social medias. It would be awesome if you'd consider giving me a follow on Twitter and maybe Instagram. Twitter specifically. But I also have everything on there from Snapchat. I think I got Tumblr on there, all the way to my Rooster Teeth account. So feel free to like, follow, friend me on any of those sites. I would love having you follow me. What else? And then there's other stuff there you can check out. There's a lot of resources on the website. Spend a couple minutes perusing. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear it. But I think it's going to... Oh, yeah. We also have a membership program. If you'd like to potentially be in some of these Let's Plays that I'm building here and being part of those videos, you definitely will have a better chance being a part of the members, as that's a primary member perk. As well as you'll get access to our Minecraft members servers, which is a Sky Factory 4 server and a Pixelmon server. You'll also get access to members-only streams and a whole mess of other cool perks. If you'd like to find out more information about the membership program, just click the join button on my YouTube channel. It's on most of the pages that come up. That doesn't sign you up. It just shows you everything you get. It's a great way to support the channel for an itty bit of money and get yourself a whole bunch of cool stuff in return. So it'd be awesome to have you as one of Raven's Dragons. That's the name of the membership program. But I'm going to call that a day because I'm tired and I got to get ready for another job. But I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful day. And maybe even see you tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern when I stream some more Sky Factory 4. All right? You folks have yourselves a wonderful day. And I shall see thee, hopefully, later. All right. Thanks for coming.